Yeah, muscle. What I say. So me, I was not expecting
reports are not any credible.
Oh, come on. I was not expecting anything different from what he came to say yesterday. Okay. But we will go now catch him say company yet in January. Now the work I ba coupe. Now the work is you ye more multi-million cities company.
No. Please.
David, are you referring to a
report? Yes.
Reporter.
There were companies. Please. We had companies that had millions of cities contracts.
Really? Genuine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That companies now workers here ba coupe. Workers here na yamo multi-million dollar road projects no. Oh, sir, and then we do report here. What is the report? There were companies that there more millions of cities contract in this country. Okay, the boy you see about 8 months, 6 months. Only track record be the one I make you work as here back ekomi and I'm can say kake as ekomi. E be work as here and 9. Okay. Is you know what do you expect? What do you expect say on baba catch say near no mo ye no. No. President Mahama can you or say so source no a bear in rare it is a bedroom answer be so source na idea a emergency a more day
now we share numbers here our putting it out there 66 were single sourced 51 were through restrictive tender and then 23 yes our legacy project
you see restrictive
so
tender
140
you see
compared to 1301
abana we know their words against obia a first estate and I Ghana for restrictive tender no come bomb kana me dem am ye na no what was so emergency on it tell me so no more can with this one road are you constructing what was so emergency about it?
That
is what President Mahama said. President Mahama said, and Sana on that Bamobel so source. I just said, I did emergency. I sabi, ni pay one, I said, giddy, and Sana so source. What was so critical? Sir, don't try to claim the doors of Ghana how. What was so emergency? Ni pay one, and the no so source in the Panya. Nansen one who said road minister and the bloggers didn't tell do baby or say and or the saying Sika no mutu answer no my contract of friend saying a lawyer time me
no see me yedi
abna kanaboa and mobilization what you pa and mobilization what you pa abna road minister the blogger didn't tell na or say mobilization pona what you are ka contract no beji but when you award sole source contract to companies with one workers and staff what do you expect okay and the moment here za PR gimmicks na and Ralph Felix Ofosuko atibeye ye no there it was something to clear their face but you know the world meaning Ghanaians na ye tin nsem no e kenkan nsem no e tin nsem na se no yeah, for me a judgment we team did that. What I say me na me expect say on baba catch me say on baba catch Ghana for say niema no mo ye no kululu bi wo na me catch no if a company they work aye ba akopɛ a contract of over millions of cedis what would you expect what I say
that's a company you know capable
so say no the company no me come me work aye ba akopɛ ben if abusumi send me call ya me work company e di be 10 years me call am come be mama me na me call be dey so mama so and come be mama and am na receive tender mama you see I do baby a receive tender no crampo na omo ye no chaze receive tender no crampo no you say yen fa nipa yen fa company 4 pe sa company 4 we ya ni ba ko yen fa nya adwuma no I dey can ni na yemiem and then mo fa some ye na bibia ye pepepe dia yemiem enka we ba ye yes yet bipartisan committee independent bipartisan committee and ko ye na mo report na ba na ye pensem mu a na ye pensem mu ye but the president now to Dublin house at a committee na maka no so we say kwa me na ate ha na wa father o say father you adwuma nim and na wa Kennedy your committee chairman adwuma na father ye mami na Kennedy we know the command report na we ka say independent na nka person say you party and then conquer some for abontain independent people na yentina ni hwehwem independent people omotina se no hwehwem no the report ni ba this is an independent report devoid of any political meanings bia but one gaza who said them a cookie now the report ba catch me say oh come on I know there it's we were not expecting anything different from what Felix said, but maybe the person a foot person with the road minister and say ya media gimmicks no you know the bloggers do much no could do no he knows he only the cost we na only what the contract he come obi now him say the workers here 9 pay what do you expect from him and then money cost no you wo urban roads ni federal roads ni ade or regions ni nyina mu what the contract ni ma so ni ma na mo kono how were they involved in all that okay and one would expect say PR na your media no don't so na juma no because here dey me hu hwe
mate me da say
nsan mo kwan say dey tia
do abna when we about the Ghana Police Service only director for welfare I'm see abna sa
oh okay name
who offend the so this so sa abna akosa okay. Sandra and I pay I'm saying home for no kakra and pay me chel pa abna kuma e dey one sole sourcing government contract na home kuma e na da me shada me read through Public Procurement Authority one report for the past 5 years. Me Tomoboa me read each and every report. Na peda metsa say how hen contract issues you manage in the country. Fact is this: them 4.78, I mean just less than 5% now. Mahama MP. You know I be MP bia.
Phyllis, yeah.
Yes. Mahama MP also took one. The point is that it's not new as far as in procurement statistics data or you're concerned. From 2020 Ziba, you can clearly see there the percentage of sole sourcing non-restrictive tending, I mean, the percentage in terms of total contractor, mostly no, the man croffer. Percentage wise, no, USA.
Okay.
Misha 2020, for example, sole source, 2019, sole source, no, 6.51.
Okay.
2021, Oba, sir, Oba 33.21, sole source and cutting. Isha 2022, sorry. Sole source, 3.78.
Okay.
If you're 2024, market 2023, sorry, 5.90 in that order. Okay. Or follow a certain pattern, now a single numbers in terms of percentage wise. But the interesting thing over them come using with there. So if the value of contracts, compared to the total values of the entire winner, that is where figures are concerned. So in other words, say we are talking about 1,440 total. No, 1441. No, just less than 4. I was there for the 5%. Or a single source. And the union number. Contract 1, contract 2, contract 3, the no 5%. But no all your issue in there. So all your 5%, what is the value in terms of money Sika of the 5%?
That's in worth of contract.
Worth of contract.
Okay.
That is where yes, the percentage in terms of numbers Nusa, but the value of them small percentage or was sure compared to the others.
Okay.
And still it's not just about now. If a procurement data in Nana, that is the picture of paint. So, for example, but I go back to the same 2019. What's no sole sourcing or a percentage in terms of numbers, contracts, 4.92 no. In terms of value no, the same 2019 it was 27.45. And what the value no was sir in terms of money equivalent. If 2022 for example you were 2.744 sorry 5.5 for the number. But in terms of the value, no, 33.21. In fact, some of them, if bakrabunda, you can get as much as 46 other things. So, there, the out of the 1,400 figures now, 1,300 now, you said that open tendering, one values no or foam. And remember, other tendering processes, no, it includes what we call price quotation, low or minor value procurement. So, there, other procurement processes are most of the times the one value no on you, sir. And so the issue now is that if a road sector, so road contract 5 for crowd was the 5 crowd mobile, the value of money involved in road construction no, but it's at ways far more than maybe a year poke of laptops and other things. Yeah. So for me, the discussion that my MP and the honorable minister no should have really brought to bear able to mean them confidence there. Indeed, there are no issues no yet. Okay, the 4.5% whatever now this is the value. Oh, or you have 50 billion USD or 30 million Ghana cedis. Now you compare the various contracts no as against the value. There. Indeed, is there a value for money? Because you see, contract, no, it's not just about sole sourcing and limited tendering, whatever. It's about the value now. Kasana contract is no. Say, I don't know, or 10 million. To what extent has it? I mean, no value. No, what was it? Be account? No, I am more done. That is where we are interested in. That is where Ghanaian no are interested in. And you see, it's not just about the Ghanaian interest, Keko. We have come from somewhere. If you've been in Yaba, the Ghanaian feel there when it comes to government procurement, most of the times now was a bit to do value no or more than. Into here, one of the institutions I've not been so happy with them. For example, or Institute of Engineers. Them I don't know whether I'm getting it right. That Ghana Institute of Engineers, what technical understanding of road construction. Some of these discussions, as civil society. We expect them to speak on the values.
Explain
1 kilometer road, asphalt, them okay, Obotuma cost it. Say them amount of money. You can easily do the calculation with the okay. If that is the case, then Tamamoto value no, are you bloated? But we don't get these kind of discussions from them. It's more behind that the politicians will just come and give us the figures, and then then we are always about to baby. But you see. Another issue what they establishing there, this issue of perception and over-bloating and discrimination, corruption-related contract issues now you're discussing. It is not just about the Ghanaians now what perceive it there. The must know who. Go back to Public Procurement Authority one report in 2020. Go to their report and specifically page I'm capturing what I did. But in the report. One of their findings in terms of challenges with the procurement today, they stated, I'm reading it's if we Nancy. Also, despite the potential for developing the industry, local industry through procurements, blah blah blah. The following challenge, let me read the challenges now. Number one, a perception into bracket and at times the reality. This is not for me. You report all your procurement authority.
It's perceived, but we that's the
reality. They are saying what are working authority not working. This is 2020 report. A perception into bracket reality that the government is a slow payer, one, difficult to work with, or has its own favored suppliers for contract award. This is one of the reports challenges that Wankasa as procurement authority will put in.
Imagine says a beer makwa jebosia na medeba be road no. Now delay me with payments. Be interest na be kwa etsi am nti ne medeba to so nti minim se bia se 3 years na be take you ama watu ya make bedru honom no. Se na bia ahyem.
That no see. And that is why sometimes no to argue for them over bloated way, no, I am now a difficult. Because as a private person, no, so if me my government contract, knowing very well there, so me the miscalculation for today, maybe about 3 years time, I consider inflation rate. I consider so many factors before I can even give you the value.
Okay.
So Abner, all that we want to say there, yes, indeed, all these things. I mean, all the figures were established there. I mean, there are no wrongdoings whatsoever. But me share government one day contract, no. We should get a true value for whatever contract that comes up. Since we can't establish, them facts in the day, they are overbloated or not. But we are putting more discussions, more figures, more issues on the values of the contract now. But maybe one last thing. I think on that note, we will also be doing politics in terms of President Mahama married the manifesto. There was no mention of the president didn't mention they will not do, but just that OMAN was 100 years. It will be something. There is a need for us to do that. Unfortunately, the question is that contract here is does it that there was no alternative? Because I'm not a sole source now. It simply means that you have limited no option than to go for this person. Road contract. Are we saying there a given contract for a given road? A given contractor will have no option alternative. Say this person cannot do. I think it's a question that he now we have to answer.
Okay,
Mame, because I represent the government, the party. Give me just a few minutes to address. Let me start off from where.
Mr. 1 minute or
no problem. So,
lawyer,
you can't so source and just about say company we pay the bit to me. It is also about, and let me answer both of you my question. It has nothing to do with emergency. If you read the law, it's agency. There is a difference between emergency and agency. It talks about agency, not emergency. And so when you look at it, when there is that urgent need for it, you go and the agency not really say we pay the bit to me. I know so say be or no penny expertise now, but in this case not, because you better sir pukwase kwai. Look, going through competitive tendering, so it takes more than 8 months. The back and forth, if you read the processes in the law, and yet easy. We were saddled with demonstrations and other things. Would you wait and go through this and then but let me answer one same okay. Look, first and foremost, for you to even bring this issue in, say President Mahama na jamwako shed them watch BBD, but you see sometimes you forget yourselves. Okay, President Kufuor power within 2-3 months, and a deputy chiefs of staff and send 70 Kolebu A+ then send by. President Kufuor establish a committee. Minim say Minuaba one another chairperson there. The committee came from, you see, as a state. Me, I don't have any problem with that. Hold on, lawyer.
Illegal mining court throws out appear could be won't to me highest attachia.
But that's okay. That's okay. So near me trying to say me or how
what's na one tina mama echas na un peso beshas
me any problem
but all 5
minutes so wo hwe near no kana ye the report aba say ya adwuma na wie ya nhwehwemu na wie enye wa oba betena ha be kan say ya keke. Look, it is not true. When you look at the report, it's very comprehensive. I have a copy of the report. And
so you are yet to
release, yes, but Osebe Nami wa buy no Nami wa copy.
And say there's a
copy. Papa.
I said no I hide.
You don't worry. You see, you mentioned the company, say company was just one. And unfortunately, you say no mkagumo. Na mfo so be pushing so when to be a modin bi onyaika. But when to be a modin say company be and say company be. It's been stated here. If OMAN Kakra as a company be establishing it's been stated here. It's not true. Report in back. It was given, and I'll tell you. Let's share a report with you. Say as far back as 2020, and meaning maybe omunyo same fee. Sa company meaning company modin because some person be body. And I have here. It's been now for tested for 9. it's been proven to them say the company yet in 2020 yet 2025 it is been somewhere in no kran wa shada to agum amo de year in entisa this is the report by ayen hwehwemu e de aba se wo obibi contrary ayen krata na obe den o de benya wano a de beka apupu because nanka ya ban na eso hwehwem se won ti ase na fo se bibi anko yi you know what to do